we have an atmospheric river setting up in the west, and some areas out here will see an extreme amount of precipitation. This will help the Pacific Northwest and Northern Plains also receive above average precipitation over the next 2 weeks, much of which will be falling as snow. While our Arctic oscillation is going negative, helping some of that colder air to dip down to the south, we are still waiting on our jet stream to move out of this zonal flow pattern and dig a little bit farther south to allow that cold air to really dig into the south central region and the southeastern regions, which in turn would help bring some snow back down to the south and the east coast. All right, we have a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. Here are our expected snow totals in the northeast over the next 72 hours. Our cutoff line for snow really looks to be from southern Buffalo straight across over to Boston. A lot of these areas in southern upstate and central Mass look to only receive around 1 to 3 inches of snow, while to the north we really could see a wide blanket of 4 to 8 inches. Our rainfall totals don't look to be too staggering over here into the north and east, except for areas of the DMV where you could receive anywhere from 1 to 2 inches. Now here is what our atmospheric river is expected to bring into central and northern California. Some areas through the Cascade are being projected to receive up to 18 inches of precipitable water. Now in the mountains this will be snow, obviously at lower elevations this will be rainfall. What does 18 inches of precipitable water translate into snow? Well, if the snow ratio is good enough, as you can see here, the Euro thinks some areas could receive up to 120 inches of snow. Just so you understand, that's about 10 feet of snow, and most of which will be falling over a 3 to 4 day period. I think this is being a little bullish, but I don't think it's actually completely unrealistic due to this constant stream of moisture coming in off the Pacific. This atmospheric river would really start tomorrow and likely not end until almost Wednesday. And as you can see here, states like Montana, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, northern Nevada, and portions of Utah and Wyoming will also get in on the fun. These are huge totals for these states. I will say though, for pushing more than 6 feet of snow over in some of these areas in that short a time, this can actually cause damage. We've seen in the past roofs collapse in some of these areas with these atmospheric rivers, so we do have to take that into account. And my hope is people are preparing. And again, for my folks up in the northern plains and the northern Midwest, this snow is coming. Here's our most updated forecast for our Arctic oscillation. This is the European model, and we are still forecasted to go negative as we push towards the end of the second week of February. The problem for the east is we're seeing a negative PNA. What this means is it wants that troughing to stay out west and that ridging or those warmer temperatures to stay out east. Although we can see, looking at our European weeklies, that Pacific North American oscillation wanting to go positive in and around about the third week. Now this would give us a chance to get that cooler air back down into the south and east. And with the dip negative of our NAO around the same time, this would be a chance for another snowstorm out in that region. So we'll keep watching this and I'll keep you updated. The last thing I wanted to mention is as we push into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, Southern California could receive a decent amount of rainfall. And we're talking 1 to 2 inches potentially for you guys down there, which is a lot of rainfall in a short period of time for this region. So we will have to worry about potential flash flooding and mudslides. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. If you like this type of content, feel free to throw me a follow or a sub. I make posts like this every single day and I go live every single night. I'll see you in the next video.